What's up, weirdos, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and it's time for another Quickie. Recently picked up a whole shitload of movies and figured I would show them off to you and see how the collection's going behind me. But let's dive right in and check them out for ourselves. First up is something that I've been wanting to get into the collection for a long time. Very old and classy Universal horror monster movies. The first set is Volume 1 of Universal Horror Collection. These ones are, they're running pretty high in price, and Amazon was having a kind of a special on it where they were taking $10 off of it for like a coupon, and I figured, maybe this is the time to start building this Universal Horror Collection. I've had my eye on them for a while. I believe there are 6 volumes out, so slowly but surely making my way through them. And these are just really classy movies. I mean, from 1930s, 40s. They span, all the collections kind of span different eras and ages, so it's just kind of sporadic. But, Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, all that kind of stuff. But the first volume contains The Black Cat, The Raven, The Invisible Ray, and Black Friday. And these are all going to be blind watches for me. I don't really know too much about them, a little bit, but I've never actually seen any of these films in these collections, so it's going to be a real treat to kind of go through them and see what they are all about. But I love classic horror, especially Universal horror, and these are all going to be kind of new watches for me, so really excited to dive in and check them all out. Of course, Blu-ray and Scream Factory put these ones out. Kind of nice little cases here. Boom, boom. They're all kind of just in sleeves or whatever the hell you call these things, but not too bad. And I was actually able to get it for $40, so it's not that bad of a price for the 4 films, $10 each pretty much for each film, and they're just classic ones that I really want to save and kind of have in the collection forever because, yeah, classic stuff that kind of need to be archived and saved because you're not going to find this shit on streaming anywhere. And that's a damn shame. But let's move on to the next one, which is pretty much along the same lines as that one. It's the Universal Horror Collection, Volume 3. And why did I skip Volume 2? Well, Amazon was only doing coupons for 1, 3, I believe 5, and 6 or something like that. And they skipped 2. So I figured I'd go to this one, Volume 3, and I'll come back to 2 if it goes down in price or whatever. Or if I just get desperate and have to take the hit. But, on this edition, on Volume 3, is Tower of London, Man-Made Monster, The Black Cat, but the different Black Cat from the first one. I guess they made the same story 10 years apart. It's probably an Edgar Allan Poe kind of style story. And the last film is Horror Island, which actually looks pretty damn good. I'm really looking forward to checking that one out. But, yeah, Lon Chaney Jr.'s in these movies, Bela Lugosi, Basil Rathbone, just kind of all the heavy hitters of the old Universal horror days. But just like the other set, 4 movies, boom, same kind of cover and the same kind of, just all same layout. It's pretty uniformed across the board, all these sets, 1 through 6. But really excited to kind of start my adventure into the Universal horror films that I've never checked out. Like, I've seen the legacy, like the Frankenstein's, Werewolf, and all that other stuff, The Mummy, Dracula, but never really delved into too many of the Universal horror's lesser-known kind of efforts and productions. So, really looking forward to checking these ones out for sure. Really excited to have them in there. Well, let's keep moving along to the next one I picked up. This one's another blind buy, and I love anthology horror films. Never really seen this one. Well, never seen it, and I've never really heard of it. I think I remember seeing the cover, but I don't really know much about this one. It kind of came out of nowhere. Boom! It is Tales That Witness Madness. Oh my god. Look at that. But, yeah, someone was selling this one for used on Facebook, one of the Facebook groups. And I pretty much just jumped on it because they were selling it for dirt cheap. And I love horror anthologies. This one actually has some pretty big names in it, like Donald Pleasance, Joan Collins, Susie Kendall. So, I I had to check this one out. It's a blind buy, but I know I'm going to love it because I have not met a horror anthology, especially around this time period. I believe this is in the 70s, that I didn't like. So, guaranteed to enjoy this one. Really glad to put it in the collection. I'll put it with all the other horror anthologies I have, like Creepshow, Tales from the Crypt, and all that other stuff. But, yep, boom. Tales That Witness Madness. Good title, too. Let's move on to another film I've never seen before, but I know the gist of it, and I don't know why I never checked it out. But, picked it up on Blu-ray and DVD combo pack from Scream Factory. And what was that from? This is... I don't think anyone put this out. This is Olive Films, by the way, if you're gonna look it up. But, the one I'm talking about now is Motel Hell. And that's one hell of a cover. But Scream Factory put this one out, and I mean, from the gist of it that I know of, it's a hotel where the owners kill people and put them in their garden. I mean, that's the basic summary of it, but I've never actually seen it before. It just looks like a hell of a lot of fun, and I'm always looking to get these Scream Factory kind of DVD, Blu-ray combo packs. Really like the whole setup of it, and just having both versions of it available just really entices me. But yep, that's Motel Hell. I'm actually going to watch this one sometime in the coming weeks and do a review for it, so stay tuned for that, guys. So let's keep moving on to a fun film that I picked up for dirt cheap too. I don't know, someone was selling this for really cheap, but it is Dreamscape. Fun little fantasy kind of thriller flick with Dennis Quaid in the starring role. And it's pretty much just dreams and weird dream logic kind of stuff. I can't remember the gist of it. It's been so long. I know he can get into people's dreams or something. It's almost like a pre-inception, but really, really fun film from what I remember. I'm really looking forward to getting back into it. I mean, it's a great cast too, because it's got Kate Capshaw, and it's got Max von Sydow alongside Dennis Quaid, and also the guy from Warriors, the guy of the leader of the gang. What the heck's his name? I want to say it's Eddie Albert. But yeah, really, really great cast. I love the whole plot of the film. And the visuals, from what I remember, were really great too. It's just really inventive and creative. But Image Entertainment put this guy out. And yeah, I got it. Someone was selling it for used, cheap, and jumped on it because I'm always looking to add to the collection. And I believe I have this one on DVD, but I do not have it on Blu-ray, so a little upgrade there. And talking about an upgrade, this next one is one of my favorite finds when it came out in 2000. I think it came out in 2000 or 1999. I want to say 2000. But I was blown away by this movie. I thought it was amazing. Just creative and brutal, and just the whole concept was awesome. But I had not upgraded to Blu-ray with this. I've always had the, I think the UK version, or maybe even the Japanese import of the film on DVD. And I do have the sequel as well. But I saw this was going for a decent price, so I picked it up. What I'm talking about is Battle Royale. And this is the complete collection with Battle Royale 1 and Battle Royale 2. And it's pretty cool edition. It's got this little plastic slipcover thing. And then it's like in a book form. So kind of opens up and you can see like the whole class there, the first film, and just different information. And all the movies, this is a 4-disc set, so all the movies are in these little divider things. But love the first film. Second film, I believe I've only seen it once when it first came out, and I wasn't too impressed with it, but that's because the first film is just such a classic. Really, really wild and out there film. If you haven't seen Battle Royale, definitely check it out. It's pretty much the kids of Japan have gone batshit crazy, and in order to kind of like maintain the peace, the government makes this Battle Royale program where they select one class to pretty much be thrown into a game where they have to fight for survival. In this particular one, they're on an island. They have bombs attached to their necks, and they have to kill each other until it gets down to one person, and then that one person survives. And it's just insane. It's insane. You have to see it to believe it. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. It's amazing. But glad to have that added into the collection and upgraded. Next up was a blind buy that didn't know too much about, but after seeing the trailer, I'm like, I have to see this. It's a Philippines movie, and those are really usually entertaining and fun. And this one's no exception. Beast of the Yellow Night. Really, really fun film. VCI Entertainment put this one out on Blu-ray, and I watched it for the first time a couple days ago, and it's just as fun as you would think it would be for being a low-budget Philippines kind of flick, horror flick. Just kind of follows a guy who is about to die, makes a deal with the devil to not die, and the deal kind of goes sour, and he gets turned into a disgusting beast who goes around killing people in the Philippines. Really fun film. The characters are cool, funny, interesting, and actors actually do a really good job with this low-budget film. Really, really cool. And it's one of those movies that the story just it tends to go off the rails. It's just really out of control. You really don't know where it's going to go. But yep, happy to have this one. I actually am working on a review for it at the moment. It's right over there on the computer, edited up. So that'll be going up online soon on the channel, so definitely stay tuned for that. But that is The Beast of the Yellow Night. And next up is another Blu-ray DVD combo that I picked up, and I had to wait a little bit. It was out of print on Amazon, and I just kind of ordered it, but like I was always waiting for it to come into stock, and it finally did after months and months of waiting. And it's Hands of the Ripper. Really, really awesome film, and one of the Hammer horror films, and it's one of those ones I've never seen before. I actually watched it for the first time a couple weeks ago and really enjoyed it. It's got a cast of characters that I've never seen in anything else, but the story is really intriguing. It pretty much follows the daughter of Jack the Ripper, and she's kind of traumatized with what she saw as a kid, and she's reenacting these kind of violent acts that she saw and that traumatized her. But really, really cool stuff. I really love the characters in this one. Really, really neat style and atmosphere, but it's a Hammer film, so it's pretty much guaranteed to have that style and atmosphere. But Synapse Films put this one out, and it's kind of, you know, DVD combo, Blu-ray and DVD, boom, back there somewhere. But really cool, and I'm probably going to do a review on this in the future. It's on the list to do, so definitely look out for that one as well. But Hands of the Ripper, really great, really recommended, but I don't think there's a Hammer film that I wouldn't recommend. But last and not least in this little haul video is one of my absolute favorite films. It's a very obscure one, and one that I actually took a really big hit on because the company that put it out is a little mom and pop one that kind of did a remastery on an old classic kind of flick, and they're not like a Severin Films or whatever that was able to put out something and kind of do it at a decent price. But I had to get a jump on this one because I absolutely love it. It is The Legend of Boggy Creek. Absolutely love this film. For anyone that doesn't know, it's pretty much the ultimate Sasquatch film. It's shot in documentary style, and there's a few kind of just normal storytelling thrown in. But based on a true story. I don't know how true, but it makes you believe that all of it's true. The actors and eyewitnesses and all this different stuff. I mean, they seem like genuine people, and the effects for the Sasquatch is amazing. And just the way it's shot, it's really interesting. And the music throughout it is catchy as all hell. There's a character called Travis Crabtree who has his own song, and it will be stuck in your head forever. But Legend of Boggy Creek, so happy to have this one on Blu-ray, and the film looks amazing, by the way. They did a great restoration, really looking good, both DVD and Blu-ray on there, and like the other two, there is a review coming for this one, so definitely look out for that one, because I love this film. Legend of Boggy Creek, my goodness. But yep, that is it for my recent hauls there. Ugh, all these bad boys, but yeah, good stuff and nice additions to the collection. But guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that little quickie, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you got time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I'll see you crazy bastards the next time I'm in front of a camera talking about films. But take care, stay out of trouble, and I'll see you later, guys. Later.